Why is there so much evil in this world? Why are people killing each other? Why are people stealing from each other? Why are all of these ugly things happening in society? Well, James, in his writings in chapter 4 of the book of James, he says all of these things, wars and things, comes from the heart, the condition of the heart. And I have taught this many, many times, that it comes from the fact that most people are not aware that they're spiritual, that there's a spiritual part of them, that they are God-breathed, and that they're living in a spiritual world. So because they're unaware, they live totally in the soulish realm, the flesh realm. And of course, this puts them under the influence of he who is described as being the deceiver of the brethren, and he's all about death and destruction. Steal, kill, and destroy. And so we talked about yesterday about how that Jesus said that there's just not enough people who are involved in the harvest, who are understanding of spiritual things, to teach spiritual things. He said the laborers are few. There's just not enough people engaged. And I said yesterday, that's just not just a matter of saying, well, the teacher or the preacher, somebody's going to hold a Bible class. No, moms and dads who are just teaching and instructing their children. And in Deuteronomy, it talks about how that every opportunity that you have to teach and instruct the children about spiritual things, we should take those opportunities. And the scripture talks about if you're just walking down the road or driving down the road in your car, taking every opportunity to bring spiritual awareness to the children, so the children will grow up with understanding and would seek after spiritual things so that they could become engaged in the harvest. Well, here's the thing. And Deuteronomy also talks about how that words come forth. So you say in a household that's not aware of spiritual things, not teaching spiritual things, they're just living in the flesh realm, and the children see this, and this is what is distributed, what is their awareness. This is what they see. This is what they learn. This is what they comprehend. This is what becomes locked up inside of them. And so they grow up living in the same realm. A lot of hurt, a lot of damage, because the emotions are. It's very interesting how people can lock stuff up inside of them that leads and guides them for a lifetime. They're not even aware. And so things are learned, both good and bad, and the good needs to be accented and the bad needs to be defeated. Pastor King, how do you do that? Well, first of all, we believe in the power of prayer. But we also need laborers in the harvest who are aware, that can teach and counsel and help to defeat the work of darkness. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.